Hello, this is Nate Branco, and my research topic is the Mexican-American War. Prior to this project, I figured that the Mexican-American War was just a small scuffle between the U.S. and Mexico over territory, and that not much was really gained, but I didn't actually realize how wrong I was in that assumption. So, the Mexican American War was a war fought between the United States and the Mexican Republic over a disputed region of land, and the U.S., led by President James Polk, engaged in a war against Mexico because of this disputed territory. And after a decently swift victory, we gained thousands of square miles of territory. This amount of land received from Mexico was the most land that the U.S. had ever received in any war before or after in U.S. history, and this war was influential despite its lack of notoriety among the American public. My first research question asks what historians believe about the Mexican-American War and how they think it impacted the U.S. This research question will give a lot of information from qualified sources and qualified individuals about this war. As for the question, most historians believe that the Mexican-American War impacted the U.S. in three major ways. So the first way was the most obvious, and that was that the U.S. obtained thousands of acres of land, which later became some of the most popular states, including California. The second was that this war caused the annexation of Texas, which ended up joining the Union shortly after the war. And the third is that some historians, including President Ulysses S. Grant, believe that the Civil War and the secession of the South was a direct result of this war. My second research question seeks to answer the question about why many people don't really know about this war despite its massive effects on the U.S. The U.S. received thousands of square miles of land and annexed a new state, so it's pretty interesting why many people don't know about this war. As a result of the Mexican-American War, the U.S. gains thousands of square miles of land from Mexico, and due to this massive acquisition of land, it's pretty curious that most people have never even heard of this war. One reason that many people are unaware of this war and the massive impact it had on the U.S. is because of the luminaries of the time period, such as Ralph Waldo Emerson and Henry David Thoreau, who inveighed heavily against it. These authors and the soon-to-come Civil War may lead people to have this as kind of like a blind spot in their knowledge of American history. And that was my presentation on the Mexican-American War. I hope you learned something new. Thanks.